I was so motherfucking green. I walked in that bank and that lady said, you know, I should call the police on y'all. But let me tell y'all how I got to that point. So, boom, I'm about like 19 years old or whatever. And I'm like, I like shit and I want stuff. I need a fucking job. So I hop on Craigslist and I'm like, I don't know nothing. So I'm really green. Like, I don't know what it is to look for a job. I don't even really know what a resume is. Like, I'm just like, I like stuff and I want stuff. So I'm going to find me a job. So if you know anything about like early 2010s or whatever, like this is when like that vector marketing shit or like scams was really high on Craigslist. Like it was so easy to get scammed. So I find this job or whatever, and the guy is like, basically you could be my personal assistant. Why I thought that like I was about to be somebody personal assistant that didn't even know me. I was very unqualified, never even really interviewed me, nothing, just gave me the job on the spot. I don't fucking know. But I was like, cool, it paid $2,500 a week. I need that because I want stuff. So as I'm talking to the guy, he like, yeah, you know, your first job would be, I'm going to send you a check of $5,000. Basically, all you do is take $500, send it, make a check, a money order to a children's hospital, and you take the rest of the money. I take $4,500. Cool. Okay. I like this job already. When the fuck are you sending the check? And, you know, whatever. He's like, okay, it takes about a week or whatever. And you should have to check. Just let me know when you get it. And then I'll give you the name of the hospital that you need to send everything to. And just go from there. I'm like, okay, whatever. You know, woo woo. So I'm like so happy, like telling my best friend at the time, telling my mom, like, oh my God, I got a job, y'all. Finally, oh my God, I'm gonna be making this much. And everybody like, I don't think that sound right. And I'm just like, y'all some haters. Like, bitch, I'm up and I'm stuck. And I'm really laughing at this looking back because like, I really be on my daughter's head like, girl, that is a motherfucking scam. Like, and my mom, she's older, so she don't really know nothing about the internet. So she really wasn't able to tell me what a scam is and what a scam wasn't because she probably would get scammed herself. But that just didn't really make sense to nobody, you know? So finally, maybe like a week and a half later, the check come. I emailed the guy like, hey, I got the check. He gave me the name to the place to send the check to. To send the money to once I go to the bank and cash it. I don't have a bank account. I'm 19. I did have one with Chase, but then I messed that up. Like, did some dumb shit, and so I don't really have a bank account. So I'm like, okay, cool. So the check come, I'm telling my best friend like, oh, could you take me to Bank of America and I'm gonna go cash the check. Worst place ever to do this at. Like, this is crazy. So I'm like, yeah, could you take me to Bank of America? I'm gonna cash the check, and like when I cash it, after I send the money, the $500, we finna go ball. Like, I'm gonna give you some money for gas. Like, you know, you can go. I'm gonna give you, you know, whatever you need. Like, we up right now. So I'm like, whatever, you know, just take me or whatever. Mind you, at this time my daughter was like 2, so I had to take my daughter with me, right? So we pull up to the bank. And she like, oh, I'm like, yeah, after this, can you take me to Target? All this other shit. Like, I'm so happy. I'm counting the money before it's even my money. The line is long as fuck. I guess that was God letting me know, like, you have time to think about this decision or whatever, right? So we get into the line, and I get a lady to check. I'm like, hey, can I cash this check or whatever? You know, blah, blah, blah. She's like, okay, can I get your ID? So she comes back. So she goes to the back. She's looking at the talking to somebody. And she goes, can you step over there? Like, told me to step to the side. I'm like, oh, like, I never had this happen before. Like, why is she asking me to step to the side? She like, where did you get this check from? I was like, oh, my employer mailed it to me. He told me to cash it, you know, what I had asked her for. I was like, can you know, cash the check and, you know, make a money order for $500 and then the rest, $4,500 or whatever, like, take the cash, give it to me. So she's like, this is a fake check. This account doesn't even exist. She's like, you know what, but I should call the police, but I can definitely tell that you don't know anything about this. I'm going to keep this check, but you need to get up out of here. Bro, when I tell you I was so livid, I really thought that lady was going to call the police. Like, I really could have went to jail for wire fraud. Like, it was the stupidest shit ever. Like, I was so motherfucking green. Like, and I think that's why you need to talk to your kids about certain things and just knowing how to fill out a job application, know how to identify scams, because your girl would have been in jail for real. But I really didn't know nothing about it. So when I got home, I emailed the guy. I'm like, you sent me a motherfucking check. I almost could have went to jail. He's like, why are people like this? Oh my God. Well, yeah, that was